can see we have a very different setup today. You can see a little bit of your chat happening over here. You can see a little bit of my screen. And okay, also you can see a little bit of my desk. We're doing a different live stream here today. This is going to be what I like to call a productivity stream, which is my way to get work done that needs to be done, but still get to hang out with you guys at the same time. So because it's a bit of a different setup, I won't be looking here to see your comments. I'll need to look over there a little bit. So if I'm looking there, that's what's going on. Also, I will be working. There'll be typing going on. So I'll be trying to keep, what's going on here and what's happening and all those kinds of things. So it's a bit different. We don't do these very often. I tend to do the productivity streams around Bendigo. Hang on a second. I'm just going to get rid of that. So I'm not getting any glitches on my end here, Christine. So let me know if it's anybody else as well. So I'm going to, on occasion, have to unclip my microphone, go over and grab more stuff. So the goal today is to get these blinglets done. I'm not sure if you can see them here. So get the blinglets sorted and updated onto the website. Also I've got big crates of Chow just here, and then I've got Mystery Lace Club boxes to make. We've got a lot of work to get done, and it all has to get done today. So I figured, why not do it together? So I hope you don't mind. Let me know in the chat if you are upset that there'll be no yarning going on. I'm sure I could probably show you some squish at some stage. So, let me know. Let me know. All right, first thing that we're going to do here is small size blinglets. There's something I need to say right now. I was nearly out of blinglets. I love blinglets. They've been something I've been clutching with my hands to continue on doing myself. Wow, the birds are very, very loud. And I've been clutching to keep doing the blinglets myself. But as you know, I've been having some problems with my breathing. And when I do a lot of blinglets, I need to use a respirator mask. But the problem being my lungs aren't strong enough to draw enough breath through a respirator mask. So the amazing Kim Scullen, our mod extraordinaire in the chat here, jumped up, popped a hand up and said that she'd do the blinglets for me. And I know it's a horrible job and it is not fun and it's stinky. I mean, you get to play with pretty sparkly things, but that's the only perk. So I am just blown away at how many she did. And extremely grateful as well. You guys have all been amazing with your support of late, or always, but especially of late. I've been trying to accept help when offered, and it's offered often. I just have to learn to say yes and go, instead of going, oh no, I'm fine, as I drown in work. So I'm very happy that I've got an amazing group of people around me who are helping and just helping me keep on top of everything. And a huge thank you to Kim for doing the blinglets. We would not have any if it wasn't for Kim. I just would not be able to get them done. And also a huge shout to Andrea as well for always being my rock and coming in helping me get the dyeing done. Yesterday neither of us felt great after busy Redlands and life in general, but we got in and we got the Mystery Lace Club dyed up. We'd meant to do it last week and then I forgot to get it done. I had it planned but not actually dyed. So that's all done and ready for boxing today for shipping for Mystery Lace Club members. Very exciting. I'm reading the chat here. You guys are amazing, honestly. Kim's written, she is lousy at accepting help. Lousy. I am. I'm terrible at it. I'm the worst. I wait until I'm like nearly dead, basically, and then accept help, which I'm trying to stop doing that. I'm trying to stop, but not great. Kathleen says, we're happy to support you, Chantel, so watch your must. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Henry says it's at least the birds and not the neighbours. Oh, my God. Absolutely. At least it's the birds and not the neighbours. For now. We don't want to speak too soon. We've got an hour and a half to get through. So, did you say I rock or I am a rock? Well, technically, I said I am that you are a rock. You are my rock. But you'd also rock. So both of those things is true. So lots of people jumping into the chat. Thank you all so much coming. So a large care package will be required when you get to Bendigo. There's no requests. I just want to see everybody. That's what I want. Do you know what I'd love to do this year at Bendigo? It sounds bizarre, especially coming from me, but I want to get photos with some of you guys. So if we are there, I'm going to have Andrea and Kim on the stall so we can duck to the side and take some photos, because you guys, I see your names pop up in the chat all the time, and some of you I know and some of you I don't know, and then you come and say, I watch you on, and I want to be able to put some faces to some names that I see in here. So I really would love to get some photos of us together. So if anyone is interested in doing that, in coming in, I'll probably be wearing a pink puffer jacket. So if you're averse to pink, then it's not going to happen. So yeah, but I would love to have some photos with everybody. That would be great. Gamer Widows is coming in on Friday. Awesome. I'm trying to organise a little bit of a meetup for us to have tea together on Saturday night, and then I found out there's a Ravelry meetup, so I've just put my feelers out to ask if we can all just join in together, so that would be fun. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're coming, Jackie's popped in. If you are coming, pop over to the Fun Zone and vote on dinner options. Thank you, Jackie, absolutely. Kim says it was amazing at Redlands. Have everyone come and say hello and introducing themselves. It really was. It's so amazing. I just love it. Monica's saying no Bendigo for me, never been, but hoping for next year. I recommend it, you guys. It's one of those things you do. I'm going to start working while we talk. It's one of those things that you need to do. You need to do. So we've got all these small blinglets. I'm just going to flip them over because I just need to go by the colour name. I didn't write the name on that one. Good job, Chantel. Pink. That was a hard one. Amethyst, fuchsia, lots of amethyst. Lots of, now that we've got a second pink one, they are the same pink, right? Yeah, they're the same. Pop that there. So Kim made so many amazing blinglets for us. We've got some green ones. Alison says, I have bought a 2-day ticket. Did you only get a 1-day ticket last time? It's really hard to do it all in a day and not feel frazzled at the end of it. I highly recommend the multi-days, but I also understand sometimes you just can't spare the time. Odd But Nice wants to live in Australia. Well, I don't know about living here, but you could totally come for a visit. I'd visit first and see if you like it. Kim says, although my brain frits by the end of the day, I don't remember half of the people I spoke to. Kim, that's exactly the problem that I have. I want to take photos so I can remember. Blinglets are stitch markers. That's exactly right. They are. They're little gorgeous. This camera's up too high today. But over here, they're gorgeous little coated jump rings, copper jump rings with the beautiful Miyuki beads attached to them. So I love them. I am heavily biased though. We've got some special one-of-a-kinds in here too. So they won't be going back on the website because they are only for those people who get them in real life, because otherwise I have to take photos of them and make up names for them. Anyway, that's not happening today. Definitely not. And that's see, we've got these ones that don't have names, and I'm not naming them. Sally says, I was definitely thinking of going in this year, but the introvert in me got in the way. Oh, and the money. The money does get in the way sometimes, for sure. I was definitely hoping you guys could have a bit of a mods meetup. That would have been fun. Okay, small pink. I don't have a pink photo. That's why I have my notepad here. Pink photo. I don't know why I don't have a pink. It's one of my standard colours. How many pink do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And then we've got save changes because that's it on that page. That's annoying. I really need to organise my blinglets on my website a bit better and get all the sizes together. Silver smalls. 1, 2, 3. I know this is going to be very exciting for you guys. Me counting and talking to myself. I'm very sorry. It's not going to be fun. Let me know if it gets too boring, okay? And I'll try and, amp it up. Our deadly critters are nothing compared to the bears who will eat you. That's actually a good idea. We could have bought spanners. I think we need foam spanners, or there'd be some sort of rules about people and spanners introduced to Bendigo, I'm sure. But we definitely need to get some sort of, I'm going to get some little badges done. Just something basic we can all print ourselves, I think, this time around, just because, as usual, I've left it too late. Unless someone wants to take that job on board. But yeah, we definitely need little badges that we can write 5 Riffians and then our name. Oh, I knew it had a name and I couldn't think of what it was. Obsidian. I got to write it on. I got to open them up. Get out of the way. Things. You're in my way. I was sitting here the night that I was putting all these together, and I knew this colour had a name, and I could not think of what it was for the life of me. It's these beautiful, they're very dark and inky. They've got like the AB, so they've got the nice pearly shimmer over the top. I love them, but I know they're a thing, an acquired taste, a thing. There you go. Narrow that down. Hang on. Have you got a needle and thread for your blinglets? I do, yes, but today I'm just counting them. I'm not packing any. So all these years, I've been packing blinglets the same way, which is I get my little strand, I hold on to it, and I put a blinglet on it, and I sort of hold them so they don't fall off. And then the other night, I had to make all these packets in one night, and I eventually went, oh my God, how awesome would a bent tip needle be? And they went, oh, Chantel, you have chibbies, you dum-dum. So yeah, I sorted that out. I need a photo of obsidian. I've realised so many of my blinglets don't have photos on the website. That's just bad. That's bad business right there. Why didn't somebody tell me? Look, the reality is someone probably did tell me. And it's like on a list somewhere that I have not seen. I don't have that colour. There's smalls. Save onto the next page. I missed what Kim's subtle hint was. Game Widow said you could send them to the Game Widows and she could do them up. Do I need to set them? Maybe we could, Game Widows. I'll talk with Jacob tomorrow and see if he can knock us up something to make for everybody. And if that's okay with you, let me know, in a PM or something. I'm not putting you on the spot. I know you've got life and things as well. It wasn't very subtle. It wasn't a subtle hint at all, Andrea. Medium, small, mixed. Okay. Well, none of these, apparently. Surely there must be small amethyst. Go, add. Some of these I'm just adding, because I may have deleted them when I ran out of stock just to clear it up a bit. Aren't they obsidian? Yes, they are obsidian. Yes, Kim. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to add anything while we're streaming just because of stuff. This could be fun. Come on, little pewter, you can do it. Where are we? So we want small, and we want to add amethyst. Let's go in here. We're going to manage the stock because we don't want people to accidentally do not add things to the website, write a list. Did you guys freeze while I did that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add a picture. I'm not going to upload a picture. There should be one already in the system somewhere because this is not a new color. Learning fancy stitches on very pink knits might be a blanket with fancy stitches. That's nice. I like the idea of learning new things. I don't always get to do it myself. Although, in saying that, on the weekend, when I should have been doing 14 other jobs. There we go. Amethyst. Thanks. I learnt how to screen print, which was exciting and fun. So yeah, I enjoyed that. And what I might do is I think I'm going to write a list. So add to blinglets. So we can move on from this. So we want to add burgundy, small 1, small times 1, Pacific blue, small times 1, peacock. I love the peacock ones, you know, you guys. They're kind of like a funny, weird colour with some sparkles. Show the bags. I actually probably could. They're just under this chair. Hang on. Peacock small times how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got lots of blinglets for Bendigo, you guys, and Kim's making more, which is fantastic. We'll put the ones that are not on the website. If I forget, you guys have to tell me. But the ones that are not on the website are in the plastic bag, so I don't mix them up. So these are in stock on the website, these are not. Okay, let's move on to the medium. Save changes. Okay, oh, get out. Silver, silver, amethyst, lavender, seafoam, seafoam. I've got a mixed packet. I love the mixed packets. Don't get them very often because I count all the blinglets first and only glue the right numbers, and then I never have any spare, which is a bit dumb. You think I'd be smarter than that. The answer is no, more obsidian. So now they have a name. They have a name. Kim says I made lots of silver. Yeah, there's a couple of, some of them I just made a few packs up of them, and then I've tucked them away and I'll bag them up later. Because I will bag everything for Bendigo. I've learnt to not leave stuff at home if I can avoid it. It's very bad because people always ask for the thing you left at home. Let's have a look. So are we talking about tonight? Sorry, I'm just running back. Kim's going to be there with the kids, so not sure how long she can stay. That's right, because tonight's Caffeinated Crafters. Abby's coming because tomorrow is not a school day for her. It's a pupil-free day at her school. So that's exciting for her. They're mediums. I'm doing mediums, right? Yep. So we're going to have that. Oh, Joss is coming late. We'll still be there. Well, me and Abby will still be there. I'll write those up in a second. Fuchsia. Pink. Fuchsia. Write that up. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. They won't have a thing. Don't worry about them. Silver. See, we've got some of these gorgeous ones. They'll be special for only the people at Bendigo until I come home and realise I have to take a photo. But I only have the 2 packs and I can't make them again. Because I just made them out of random things. That's not like me at all, is it? No. I never make things random. I can hear a helicopter. Kim, are you nearby and the police are following you? Andrea's making the next one. Excellent. Lots of people in the chat, you guys. Kim says, I think I'm less efficient with the glue than you are. No, I don't think you are. We do go through a lot of glue. And you've just reminded me, buy glue. I'll get that at Brown's Plains this afternoon. So I need to get to your stand first early Friday morning. Why is that, Alison? Do you want those blinglets? I nearly wrote Alison on these blinglet bag. Oh, lucky I stopped myself. Obsidian. For some reason, I've spelt it 14 times, and that time I struggled. Game Widow says, I decided yesterday to make a poncho for Bendigo. I'm winging the pattern, may end up ripping it out and starting again. Yeah, I do that. All right, let's have a look. We're going medium. I don't have either of those 2 colours. So let's skip back to the page before. Christine, I'm still here casting on a hat for my 6-year-old. Kathleen says, about prepping for these functions, I'd do anything to pop over and help you. Oh, Kathleen, I appreciate the sentiment and the heart behind that. I really do. Definitely I do. Wow, that chopper's getting closer. That is weird. Medium fuchsia. Okay, I saw some fuchsias. Ah, did I make 2 pink piles? Okay, I did. That was weird. All right, let's not do that again. Don't fall off the table. I need you where you are. 1, 2, 3, fuchsia. That chopper is so close, honestly. Medium topaz I don't have. Oh, I'd give anything to pop over. I understand. Thank you, Kathleen. So what are you guys all working on? Like, I'm sitting here doing this, obviously. But what are you doing? Because you're not just sitting there doing nothing and watching me play with blinglets, are you? Because, I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but surely. What are these blinglet bags that you're working on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what blinglets are these really cute, I'll hold one up in a second, stitch markers. They're stitch markers that I, or Kim in this particular instance, has jeweler's cemented the bead over the join so that there is nothing to catch on your yarn. These are perfect for when you're knitting lace, you guys. Absolutely perfect. And they don't catch, they don't do anything evil, and like we've got enough work to do. We don't need our our stitch markers getting in the way. And I love them, so I keep making them, and you guys keep buying them, so I'll keep making them. I've got heaps of them. I've got so many. And I still grab extra packets for myself because it's like, oh, pretty color, must have. So, you know. Medium. Do I have a medium mixed? I do have a medium mixed. I has one. So once these are all updated, at the moment my website's still closed. So once they're all updated, I will go through and reopen once everything, not just the blinglets, but I've got all knitting needles and stuff to do yet as well. Medium red. None of these colours are there. The violet won't be. We've got 4 packets of the violet. Or do you know what? I will add them, but I won't worry about a photo yet. Violet, medium, times 4. So if someone wants to pre-order the violet for Bendigo, they know where they are if you guys are in the chat. And then also the other thing I'll be doing today, which for now it says pre-order pickup at Redlands, but I'm just going to change those words to say pre-order and pick up at Bendigo, so that if you want to order something and make sure you don't miss out on it, you can pre-order it, prepay for it, and it'll be sitting. Andrea's making a beanie. How's that going, Andrea? I have to see another progress shot. Jackie says they're the best stitch markers and there's no such thing as too many. You are right. I agree with you. Yes. Kim says, plus they have my DNA on them, so if you want to extract it and clone me. Well, that's out there now, Kim. That is totally out there. The world knows that your DNA is on these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Where are we? Chintamani she's sock knitting in the car waiting for her sister, and usually spinning cobweb lace on my new wheel. Oh, nice. Bubs knitting bed socks for a friend's birthday. Rowan says, I just knitted my first sock. Fantastic. You know, I was contemplating getting you to pay me with one of every blinglet colour in every size. If you're willing to glue them, Kim, I'm willing to do that. The amount of work that you're putting in, I think you've earned a couple of packs of blinglets. Basically, you're talking about a couple of mixed packets of blinglets, really, is all you're saying. I don't have any Pacific blue. Nope. Medium pink. I have 11 billion. I don't think it will let me put in 11 million on the website, so I'll have to actually count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 million. What have we got here? Lavender and amethyst. Medium amethyst. 2, 3. All right, that's right. It's 10. That could be why those amethysts never sold. If I don't have a price marked in here, they don't appear in the drop-down list. That's clever, Chantel. Lavender did not come up, so I need to add lavender. So the lavenders look like this. Medium times 4. All right, so we need to add lavender and violet to the website. Look, camera. Did you get small glue yet? No, I did not. I've got to pick it up. I get it from a place at Browns Plains, so I was picking it up this afternoon. All the blinglets. All right, we are onto the large ones. It's the last size of blinglets here. Wait, stop that. Stop it. Amethyst, dark crystal, pink, dark crystal. These are the dark crystal. I really like them too. I might have a thing about the dark blinglets. Maybe. What are you? Pink without a name on it. Good job, Chantel, yet again. That's red without a name on it. Well done. Silver, pink, pink, amethyst, silver, dark crystal, amethyst, and amethyst. Not as many in the large. We must have sold a few, actually. We must have. I'll have to check the list. We must have sold some large ones, you guys. Okay, let's save these changes. Let's go through and start with the large. Everyone needs a Kim in their life. I agree. Everyone does. Donna Carr says, I need to get some blinglets. I tend to lose stitch markers. Yeah. Game Widow says you'll need an assistant just to hand out the pre-orders. That's actually probably closer to the truth than I'd probably care to admit, honestly. Cerise, I've got 2. That's correct. Large fuchsia, nope. Gold. No, we're out. I don't know why that says I've got some. That's what I have been checking, is double checking the ones that are out now. Well, that's going to be fun. Silver 2. Where are we? Large. Mixed. Pink. Sorry. Stuck in Leanne says, I finished the boring jobs for now. I'm on to the second last round of part 6 of the Phoenix. Nice. You're totally missing the camera. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm working here. I'm working here, you guys. Oops, put the 6 in where the 6 needs to go. What have I got? Dark crystal and amethyst left in the large. Alright, save on to the next page. I need red. For you to make stitch markers for crochet too, not just knit. I don't actually. I don't at this stage. I've been thinking about it, and the reality is I'd probably end up just doing blinglets and attaching them onto the little claws, and I don't know if people would be happy with that. You guys tell me, do you think that I should add the little crochet claws just onto my blinglets? Because I love the blinglets. And my issue with stitch markers is I don't think they should be heavy, and especially with knitting, not so much with crochet, they should not catch in what you're doing and get all tangled up in your yarn and what have you. Don't have any large obsidian. Double check that says 0. It does. There is a difference between knitting and crochet stitch markers. What happens is when you're knitting, you can have a closed circle. If you use a closed circle stitch marker in your crochet, You have permanent bling. You can't undo it, because when you knit, you're traveling from one side back to the other, so you can just keep moving the stitch markers. Whereas with crochet, your stitch marker stays with the stitch. Once you've worked a stitch, you're on to the next stitches and what have you. There's no way to get it back. And so, yeah, I definitely, there is definitely a difference, and it's an important difference. So you can use crochet stitch markers to a degree in your knitting, depending on how big your clasp is, but you can't use your knitting stitch markers for crochet. Does that make sense? I think that made sense. Dark crystal, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the large, and then amethyst large, lavender, none, good. What I want to do is go and move all these around so they'll just the colours are together, small, medium, and large. That would be good for me, sort of. All right, so I need amethyst large by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are all our blinglets, you guys. Kim's going to make us some more, so there'll be more choices. I'm going to move these to where they go. I'm just going to update this page first before I do anything. One can always frog when hooking. Oh, they can, but you've got to frog back, grab your stitch marker, and then do your work again. If the only thing you're going back for is your stitch marker, that's annoying. Game Widow says, we'll compare notes and clasps. Oh, I'd like to do that. Kim says, I find the lobster claws quite fiddly to use. I understand. Because I've got no fingernails, so I find them a nightmare. Lindsay says, I'm not a fan of dangly stitch markers, but if it's short, I think it would be fine. Yeah, see, I agree with you. Rowan says, and leave it back to the blinglets. That's right, you could use them for your knitting again if we do it that way. I use lever back earring finders for crochet. Oh, okay, lever back is a thing. I thought you meant as in, anyway, it's fine. So the crochet ones are those plastic ones that are in a circle, open-ended. Okay, so you guys, I have a YouTube video that I made a long time ago. The quality is very bad, where I talk stitch markers. Those circle ones that don't close, I hate them so much. I hate them. They just fall out of my work. Do they fall out of your work? They fall out of my work. I like the little padlocks. I'm just looking around. Like, you think I'd have one handy, but the answer is no. I like the little padlocks where you can lock it closed, but it can still unlock and open it back up. Or the little wiggly sheeps from Clover. I don't know what they call them, but they're wiggly sheeps. Let me have a look here. I make crochet stitch markers with earring lever backs as well. Yeah, I do. I hate those split rings so much. All right, I'm taking my mic off, guys. I'm going to move the blinglets to where they go, and then I'm going to start on the next thing. So hang on, bear with. I'm going to run away. We might do... Oh, I just dropped a packet of like the box of blinglets. Mad skills. Okay, the next task is we need to count all our microphone back on. We're doing these guys. So next to this camera, I hope I don't bump it too much. Grabbing this box is more that need counting. So, those blinglets can go over there for now. All right, so we need to go to the product. So I've updated that. That's updated. Good. Hey, Kylie, welcome to the chat. I'm not a fan of this. Lots of not fans of. I like safety pins with the rounded. That's right. With the coil-less safety pins are nice too. In my opinion, I think as a crocheter, I would make crochets feel included on the table. I guess you could try some sets. Could be. Leanne, I do stock plenty of stitch markers for crocheters. I only have the one type that I stock for knitters, but I do stock all the Clover Crochet stitch markers. It's one of those things where I saw a gap in the commercial stuff available for knitters. They just had those hard, boring rings, whereas Clover make really good lockable stitch markers. So I've gotten in lots of different of those. So because I'm a crocheter first, I saw these as I don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Whereas with the knitting ones, I was getting frustrated with what was available. And when I bought stitch markers, even though they were gorgeous, they always had lots of big danglies, and so I was really frustrated. So that's where that idea came from. Sally's thinking of stocking lockable stitch markers. Do it. Absolutely. So we're on to the Nancy's knickknacks, notions cases. Notions cases. Come on. Andrea wants one in every colour. I want one in every colour. Do you know what I really miss? I miss, what are these? What are they called? Perfect notions? Perfect. It's not bringing up what I want it to bring up. I don't want to have to go searching the hard way, you pain. Just give me the things. All right. We're just going to do it the hard way. Well done. I like to just like keyword search everything because I'm really lazy. Nancy's knickknacks. Anyone want a kitten or a cat? Mine are being feral today. The answer is no. Don't let the police see you chatting or driving, or you'll be driving in. Oh, very funny, Freaky Geek. Very funny. Monica says, I just picked up live stitches. Boom. Good job, Monica. Good job. That's a tough one. I've just got coffee today, you guys. I'm going to run out, and I know it, and it's terrible. Nancy's knickknacks, perfect notions cases. Thanks very much. Lots of colours. We need to make a pretty stack of colours. Expecting thunderstorms in Tennessee could get bad. Well, you make sure you're keeping safe, Donna. And if I find out you stayed in the live stream when you shouldn't be, I will be most disappointed. So keep yourself safe, keep your family safe. I don't know how your thunderstorms get, but ours get pretty hairy here. So we don't like to be on the internet or... Why are you not drinking tea? Because I have not washed my tea thermos out yet since Tuesday. I forgot to do it yesterday. And I didn't have time this morning to wash it out and use it. Black Cat NZ, welcome to the chat. Last night I decided I-cord cast-on was a good idea, questioning my mental health. Yeah, I mean, I-cord looks amazing cast-on. It actually also looks amazing as a cast-off. But, yeah, it's definitely some work right there. You've just given yourself a big old job. Heaven forbid washing up gets done by someone else. Yeah, look, and that's the thing. The majority of the washing up does get done by somebody else, but my tea thermos always seems to just sit on the sideboard until I do it. And then if I make a comment about it, it's like, well, you could have washed it up. And it's like, well, you washed everything else up, dude. Anyway, I'm not going down that rabbit hole today. Definitely not. All right, yellow, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So reduce those down. Put these back in the box. Hey, Joe Atwood, welcome to the chat. Andrew says, I need a case for last month's Mystery Lace Club when I get to it. Well, I know someone that sells them, Andrea, and that you could pick them up next time you're at work, honey. Blue, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Maddie wants you to pay me with more Leo too. He loves patting it and rubbing it on his face. Well, I'd love to do that for Maddie, but my concern is you and what happens to you when the Leo 2 fluff ends up all around the house because you're allergic to it. So I feel bad. Kim says Andrea would have to get up to that MLC first. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything, but she's cranking out the MLCs. Andrea, have you posted a photo of your completed coastal walk? Because it looks gorgeous. You should post a photo. If you have not posted a photo, you should be posting a photo. I have a jar of applesauce like that. Everyone has told me it's moldy and needs to be thrown out, but it's still in the fridge. Yeah, yep. Because you have to do it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, we sold a lot of pink ones. Everyone wants the pink ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It was actually green, and we didn't sell heaps of green ones. We still sold heaps of pink ones. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, we did. Oh my gosh. Alright, that is done. Update. Kim says I did 2 MLCs, but the next one has nups. Or noops. Oh, on the ground. Bye-bye. Case of doom. We'll put another pink one in the tray. Will you fit? You should fit. Why don't you fit? Get in there. Alright, you don't fit. Fine, I'm not going to force you. How many have you completed? None. I don't have any. I make them for you guys. I sometimes have some yarn, but that's it. All right, I'm taking my mic off to go and move these out of the way and get the next job in. This is done. So, be nice to each other. Next. Oh, there was one teacups left. Was that a teacups? Oh no, protons. Okay, next job. Is this crate of doom. Kim says I spot Tantec washes in the back. Yep. Yep. Oh, does we have to be nice? No, you don't. You don't have to be nice. Good night, Chris. Have a good night. Joe says, I'm fine. Finally able to relax and watch this. Oh, that's good. What's in the boxes? Which boxes? There's lots of boxes. Right now, air is in the boxes. You guys are terrible. Anyway, back to work. So I just wanted, some of this stuff is just double checking because some of it I don't think I sold any of. Like what I'm looking at here are these Margicraft wave shuttles. So let's have a squiz. We've updated that one so we can close it. Go into Margicraft products. Helped if I could spell Margicraft in my brain. What does it start with? Because it's written right here, Chantel. It's written right here. It says 6. So 2, 4, and 6. They are good to sit over here until I get their crate sorted back out again. All right, so that's good. 1, 2, 3 markers. So it's fiberific filter. while that's happening, I will get out the knit blockers. Sold a few packets of those, I know that. Filter. Let me have those. Shuttles are fun, but only if you're making a tapestry thingy. That's true. We found that out the hard way, didn't we? What is a wave shuttle? So when you're weaving, and you're weaving like with art yarns and things like that, something you're not going to wash. We've learnt, don't wash it. It weaves in these beautiful ripples, and it's controlled. Go back and grab a Notions box and demo it. All right, hang on. Bossy. I'm back. Okay. Does the shuttle hold yarn? Yeah, you can weave. It's got the little cutouts. You can do the yarn on the ends. Okay. So this is our case. This is how it looks. Right. It's got a little lock on the end. You open that. It's always a bit stiff at start. Right. So you unlock that, and then when you open it up, you've got all these little compartments. They all open individually. So you can fill it with all sorts of things that you like. Stitch markers. When I'm bead knitting, I put my beads in here because they lock there, and then it double locks, so there's no chance of my beads escaping. So yeah, it's really great. I have heaps of them floating around in different projects, stitch markers. Oops, bang. I pop my weaving in needles into the big side as well, so I've got everything I need for a big project. I'll pop them there for now. Okay, so I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4 markers. Because we've got a few, we need to count them. These are very popular, I'm thinking. Good for snacks, maybe a bit small for snacks, really. I'm thinking, maybe a dash small for snacks. But it's a really, really cool little pack, and they're $6. They're not dear. It's like a little, and it's also something really good you can gift to knitters as well, which I love. So I'm just going to count. There's lots of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. So if you're wondering what these are, anyone who did the rainbow sock knit along, sorry, I'm just changing that number while I remember. Update. So anyone who did the rainbow sock knit along got a little packet of these, and what they are, I'll pull one out. And they're just a little stitch marker with a big ring, so you can use it for lots of different sizes. But you know when you're knitting a pattern that's been written for double pointeds, and it talks about needle 1 and needle 2 and needle 3 and needle 4, except you like your circulars, and then you've got to think about it, and it's a nightmare. Anyway, where it tells you to split your yarn, split your stitches for the different needles, use it on your circulars and mark it by needle 1, needle 2, needle 3, and then there's needle 4. So it's just something really simple that just made my life easier when I was doing that. So I figured it might make life easier for some other people who were using circulars for projects. So that's what they are, and they are counted. So I'll put that over there because that can go, I can do a couple of things together. Update. Game Widows. Yeah, they changed the size. They actually changed manufacturer, so they're all a little bit different. The colours are a bit different. Lots of problems. I agree with you, Andrea. I can't find scissors small enough that I can get my little fat fingers into, except for snips, and I don't like snips. Spotlight had some tiny embroidery ones. So I've got some little scissors. They're gorgeous. They're inside. I'll grab a photo of them and put them into the fun zone. But I do struggle because my fingers are fat. Next is knit blockers. I think I've only got the 5. So So we sold a few of those. I might have to get some more of these in for Bendigo. Knit blocker. Okay, we need to go to knit blockers. That's the problem here. So we go to just knit blocker. There's no more purple. No, they're trying to get more purple. They know how popular they are, but they're just struggling. Their manufacturer is not making the purple ones for some reason. Game Widow says, Andrew and Fabric, I may have a present for you. Mini scissors, not great, but okay for cutting threads. Oh, that sounds cool. Inventory, we've got 5. 2, 4, 5, that's right. Update. Okay. Kim says, my embroidery ones have biggish holes but still short blades. Oh yeah, bring them tonight. That would be cool. You can get scissors that fold over. I don't like the folding over scissors. They're not fun. I'm going to move these, and then we're going to do some, we've got some clover hooks next. Clover. Ooh. Whoops, let's not drop these and smash them. Okay, I just got to move the ladder out of the way. Oh, the nose. Okay. My scissors are the old dissection ones. I'm afraid to use them with the magnetic necklace. They might stab me. Yeah, let's not do that. Game Mover says, I'll make a pile of stuff to take to Bendy. Now mashed up. Well, you have fun at Knit Group. I will see you at Bendigo. I can picture you throwing sharp metal things at me, Kim. Yeah, I can too, for some reason. I think Kim would take great pleasure in the throwing of sharp metal things. I wonder where Black Pearl Knits is today. I wanted to give her a shout out for buying us lunch on Tuesday. I know, I haven't seen her yet, but that was lovely, wasn't it? And, you know, those sandwiches were delicious too. Products. We're going with the clover. And I thought playing darts was fun. Yeah, Kim is terrifying. All right, we've got a bit of a mix of products in here. So we've got lockables, the scary round ones. These are the wiggly sheeps that I was talking about. I think we've talked about these before, but I really like them. These ones aren't the worst of the open-ended round ones. Still not my favorite. But there are worse ones. The ones that we get from Spotlight. What brand are they? They're horrible. I hate them. You need to order more chibis for Bendigo. Yeah, I've got a whole clover order I'm putting in for Bendigo. Because I've got no sets. I'm out of sets, and I hate it when I'm out of sets. Clover split ring marker. That's these dudes. See, look, people like them though. They're worth 3, and now there is 1. They're the ones you're talking about? Yep. If she come in after live, she will oh, I can't even talk. Yes, she will see that we're very, very happy. Inventory 1. Update. But I won't be ordering these again, I don't think. Maybe I will. Someone will ask for them and then I'll order them. But in the meantime, I'm not ordering them. I not like them. Clover stitch markers. But she isn't tagged because I can't tag her because she's not in here. That's exactly right. But we've said it. We have said it, so if she watches it, she'll see it. Yeah, good job, Kim. Totally not saying it. What are these? Clover locking markers. These are the big ones. Lock ring markers. Inventory. Drop that down. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm sorry, but I really have to. Your video is going all laggy. Are you sure? Pop a message over in the fun zone. Yeah, absolutely, I will. I think I've got a couple of screens open here. I'll close some. There we go. There we go. Locking stitch markers is updated. Oh yeah, I see it. It's when I'm updating pages, you guys. Sorry. But I really need to do it. Your goes laggy when I type on the computer. Yeah, so what I'm doing is when I'm changing each one of these, I have to click update, which connects to the internet to do stuff. So you're right, we are lagging a dash, but I kind of have to do this, you guys. Otherwise, I have to end the stream and do it. So I'm not sure which is worse. I don't know which is worse. Hook sets, chart markers. Where are these? They're definitely on the website somewhere. I know that. Clover locking markers. I've seen these. Quick lock. I'll have to. Work is work. Yeah. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's just because the internet's not fantastic and I am making it do a few things at once. I'll try and keep an eye on making sure I've only got the minimum number of windows required open. That was something I was forgetting to shut a window after I was done with it. 5 refix, so long as you're not the worst, go with it. I'll try. Here we go. Because I've only got one pack of these left. One pack of large. No mediums. And no smalls. Update. That's Decimal Pointings. And these, I can't find them anywhere on the website. I probably hate them so much I didn't put them on the website. That's terrible, isn't it? That's terrible, hating something so much you haven't put it up on your website. It's just because they're the hard round rings, which is why I made blinglets. I don't like these. What are they called? Stitch ring markers. I'll look them up. That's done. Ring marker. I can't type. Ring marker. We do a little. Nope. We don't have them on the website. That's fine. They're for in-person sales only because I don't like them. Alrighty. Next we are on to the clovers. Clover hooks. More coffee, please. Okay, clover. I need to check that one because I've definitely got those there, and that one I'll do that one first and then kill its screen. Your shop only sell things you would actually use. Absolutely. I ordered them because somebody asked for them and there's minimum number. There's a minimum number of each item that I could buy from that particular supplier. I've got a new supplier now, so now I don't have to buy that many, which is great. There's still minimum numbers, but they're not as big, which is nice. Because it does get frustrating sometimes when you've got a minimum. And there we go, that one's fine. I don't need to do anything with that. That can sit in there because it's different. Alright, now we're into these guys. A lot of people pulled this out at the show, this 15mm hook, and went, oh my god, what would you make with it? And I was like, well, lots of things, really? I felt judged. Ew, my coffee is so cold. So is mine, but I'm still drinking it, Andrea. I've got no one to make me a fresh one. Okay, variations. So I've got some boxes here, so I'll double check that I've got enough. Some of these, we've got lots of 4mm, we've got lots of 5mm, but we are getting low. That's 2. 2.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5. I'm just putting them, some of them didn't get put back where they go. 4s, 4.5s. There's no spot for a 5. 4.5. And 5.5, and then 6. So we need some 5s out. Alrighty. It's perfect for t-shirt yarn and those chunky ones, especially if you're working double strand. Absolutely. Natalie says I have a 25 mil hook that I call my big boy. Yeah, I've got 25 mil ones. Hey, Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. How you going? We're stock taking. It's very exciting. So we've got 3. We've just got 3. Because we just had a big show at Redlands. For those of you who don't know why I'm stock taking, on Tuesday, so a couple of days ago, was the Redlands show. We've got no more 3s, so we are down to 1. Which is a big it's a big group event for the Redlands Spinners and Weavers group, and they have a big open day, and it's fantastic. And so I get to have a stall there. I lay out all the things, make it cute and awesome, or as awesome as possible. Oh, there we go. The neighbours are home, you guys. So if you can hear that crashing, that's the neighbours. That's not here. I'll just double check there's 3 in this box. 1, 2, 3 plus 2. That's 5. And 4 mils we have 1, 2, and then 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Get in there. But yeah, so now I've got to update all the website before I can reorder new stock. And then I can reorder all the new stock for Bendigo. So yeah. Donna Carr says, Granny D, I just left your channel to come here. Sorry. Whoops. I hate dropping stitches. I'm always afraid they'll break. Oh, you're hilarious, Freaky. Andrew says, I can't hear anything. Someone is doing yard maintenance next door. Oh, no. 4.5. Where have we got? We've got 3 there. Do I have a box? Nope. Straight up 3. 5s. There's none there. 3 more. So we'll ditch that. That can go into the rubbish later. I can't put it in while it's in its little spot. You guys get to see how I sneaky store everything in my setup, which is like inside little cardboard boxes and totes profesh. 5.5 is 5. 6 is 1. 6.5 is 1. 7. Looks like there's none. Yep, none. 8, there's 1. 9, there's 1. 10, none. You're subscribed to her channel? I don't blame you. It's a fun channel. Sally says, oh, just reminded me there's a fibre event coming in April. You should totally go. You should hit up your local fibre events whenever you can, because it just supports all the local businesses and shows people that you exist and that you are alive. That's all good as well. And it's just, it's one of those things that people don't know that you sell what they need unless you're in their face showing them. I've had this business now for, it's got to be getting close to 8 years now. Yeah, it's September, it's 8 years. And there's still people who are within my geographical region who didn't know there were any yarn suppliers around this area. So, it's weird. I'm not going to anything in I know you're talking to Christine. That's fine. Um, all right, I'm going to move these and then get the next things out, you guys. You ready? Next job. We're plowing through them. Okay, next. Look at this clean table. How long did it take for your online business to take off? Well, I already had a little bit of a following for my before I opened my web store. I had a pretty good local following, and my Facebook page was already starting to grow. Um, so I sort of had like a big release date when my online store opened, and I started getting a few sales through. But I would say it was a good 6 months, but of like constant posts on Facebook, posts on Instagram, sort of making sure that I had good SEO, which is still not great on my website because I'm not very good at that sort of thing. There's a lot of work that goes into the back end of a website to make it work. But I would say it was a good 6 months before I realized that I was having to work more, which was just like, hang on a second, I'm packing more orders. What? And I had to sort of then work in some ways to sort of protect my own personal craft time and make sure that I was ordering in enough stock. Because before it was just like, oh yeah, I'll just order every couple of months, no problems, no biggie. But now I sort of had to set up some systems that would automatically let me know that, hey, you're running low on this stock, you might want to get some more or make some more. So yeah, so there was some of that sort of stuff I had to sort of step up on my website, which was all available. I just hadn't clicked any buttons for it. So, but yeah, about 6 months before I sort of really got into it. But in saying that, I'd already been running for 3 years. 3 years before my website came. Yeah. Just hitting all the spinners camps as an actual real life person. Monica says, I get nervous doing shows. I've only done 2 here where I am and keep putting it off, but I know I need to do this. I'd love to pick your brain on getting over the fear of show and events. Monica, I am terrified of people. Like I love people, don't get me wrong, but I have a very large personal space thing. So for me, it's all about how I set up my space. I need to have a spot. I know it's harder when you've got a smaller stall, but I always made like a little section in my display. I'm just thinking if I've got something around that I can, build a little barricade corner where I can go, where I could retreat to, where people couldn't get near me, but I could still talk to them and help them. And it's also a good spot to have to get out of the way if you've got, a few people in your stall. So I do try to have what I call my moat of tables around me at Bendigo specifically. It's a very big event. But in saying that, I also like to be able to easily get in and out of that because sometimes I'm feeling fine. I can come out and I can interact and I can talk to people, but then every now and again, I just get that little bit like, okay, I just need to step back for a second, but I can't leave. So you've got this safe little haven to step into. And it's kind of how you have to think of it. You need to, that's where your drink is, or that's where your cash tin is or something. So you've got an excuse that you can keep going back in there without people thinking it's odd. But I had to do that because it was very stressful for me. And when I very first started, it wasn't worth me bringing extra people to help out because the sales weren't that they weren't a lot. But I definitely, it's something I struggle with all the time. Being able to have this online interaction with all of you is awesome and amazing to me because it means I get to chat and I get to help and answer questions. But I'm also got that space, that distance that I need. I'm getting better with it over time, but I still struggle. So I still make sure I've got a little safe corner of my stall where I can retreat to. Does that help? I'm not sure if it helps. Let me look here. Bring sidewalk chalk and mark a circle of the sign that you can't come in. I like that. The beautiful Bob Wilson had to guide me to you, and you're only up the road. Thank goodness for the internet. Claire suggests Kylie also. I think you mentioned it's crochet clock, and away I went. That's the thing. You find sort of like, you normally find one person, and those of us that have friends in the industry or people's businesses that we trust and align with our own sort of work ethics, we talk about them and share them. And that's how I found out about more people and found out about more. Like I found Pip and Poppycock through It's Crochet O'Clock, and I found Kylie through Bob Wilson 123, and that's how I also found Nat Power and Earl Grey Crochet, I think, or maybe they might have found me through them. I'm not sure, but anyway, it was through Claire. But we find like-minded people and people we know like to watch similar content. Then it's just like, hey, well, if you like this, you might like this as well. So that's really cool. It's really cool. Just as talking about it has raised my pulse. Oh, I do understand. Don't worry. Chalk outlines of bodies tend to make people nervous. They really do. They really do. We actually, one year at Bendigo, Emma laid on the ground and we took photos of dead Emma. That was fun. So, I hope you can't hear that noise at my place. The housework is calling. Oh, God, Leanne, your housework, Leonie, your housework must be very loud. Police tape works as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's kill this. We're going to move on to the next thing. We've got to get these. I don't think we sold any of these, but I need to double check. Yarn butlers from Chowgoo, which I love. I think they're gorgeous. They do a great job. So you guys, I think there's a thread over in the Fibrific Fun Zone where you can pop in your social medias. If there's not, we should make one. I think there is. So that way you can pop in links to your Instagram feed so you can all follow each other, because I think it's important. That's all good. They're fine, and that's all fine. Nothing else in that box sold. I'm going to move this crate because I've got a big crate of Chowgoo knitting needles to bring over. All right, you guys? Are you happy to keep going with this? Are we happy to keep going? I'm going to move this though. So you guys can let me know in the chat if you're happy for me to just keep stock taking. Okay. What have we got in there? We've got a couple of things in there to do as well. Big black crates of doom. They're massive. Keep going. I really wanted to start with the stainless steel first. I need to do the stainless steel first. Awkward. All right, you guys, I've got to shuffle some big crates around, so bear with me. Okay. Puff now. Alrighty. Let's go. We're going to go with... I'll just start... That's not... We're going to do them later because I don't want to do bamboo yet. I want to do stainless steel first. Alrighty, what have we got? 40-inch stainless steel. Now I had to pull out some stuff. What have I got to get? A 15 and a 12.75. There we go. 15, 12.75. So they're pulled out. Hey Kylie, pulled out your things. Okay, they are in stock. We'll deal with that later, but I want to get those done. So we need to get rid of the word yarn butler because, you know, that's not going to help. Chow goo, we want fixed circulars in 40 inch when they come up. Where are we? I bumped the Insta post into the fun zone. Thank you, Kim. So you guys feel more than welcome to jump onto the Fibrific fun zone and pop your Insta handles in there so we can all follow each other. Donna Carr, are you heading off? Did I miss a goodbye? I'm sorry if I missed a goodbye. Keep going. You're keeping me company while I make skeins. It's awesome, Kylie. Where are we? Right. Okay. And so I've just got to find the ones that I want. 40-inch stainless steel. Where are you? Right at the bottom. Of course you are. Of course you are. Okay. Let's do this. You don't want to see in this crate. There's so much stuff in here, honestly. We've done the easy ones. Oh, what did I miss? You're Storm, Donna. Sorry, I must have missed something. Freaky says, I'm not the only one playing with fibre while I listen to the chat. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm not playing with fibre right now, but in my brain, I'm definitely playing with fibre. Alrighty, 1.5s. 1, 2. 1.75 is 1. 2 mil. 1, 2, 3. 2.25. 1, 2. 2.5. Look at that sun coming through. It's like an Instagram filter. 2.5 is 1. I've got my window and curtain open. If it gets too glary and bright, let me know and I'll shut the curtain. 275. I've got 1. I need a chow goo water big time. 3 mil. 1, 2, 3. 325 is 1. 3.5. 2. 375 is 1, 2, 4, 2. You're just thinking that? 4.5 is 1. Go up to some big ones with this one. So I've got no 5s, no 5.5s. Jump straight to 7s. 1, 2, 3, 7 mils. Geez, they're chunky. Save. And where are we? 6, there should be 0. 6.5, there should be 0. 7.5, I've got none. 8. 1, 2. Oink, hang on a second, there's a 6 in the wrong place. 1 up. 7, 4.5, 3, 6. We've done 8. Alright. We are on to 9. 1, 2, 3. So do you guys like, because one of the things I have to think about sometimes is, especially for like some of these bigger needles that we have, is whether it's worth getting them in. And it's like that thing, like I have to buy 3, and it's like, should I bother? Because like a lot of my sizes, I just go up to, the sort of 5, 5.5, sometimes a 6, until someone asks for more. That one is done. I can sit there. I'll do a couple at a time before I take them over. These are all interchangeables. Got 9-inch circulars. They got hammered. That's all that's left. It's normally like, and who's this? Hammered. Such big gaps. 275. Where are we? These are all in the wrong order too. 1.5, 175, 3, 3.5. Oh no, that's a 275 there. 3, 3.5, 375, 4, and 5. And these only go up to 5 mil. These aren't big. So that's updated. Let's go to a 9-inch, a chocolat. There we go. Stainless steel 9-inch. Hope everything went well. Yeah, it did, Jacob. It's gone well. It was a fun day at Redlands. It always is, though. It's such a good group. But now we've just got to go through and count everything to get it all updated for the website. That's not fun. That's not fun. You guys are making it more fun by sharing this time for me. So yeah. Let me look here. So 1.5, there's 3. 1.75, there's 2. 2 mil, 0. 2.25, 0. 2.5, 0. 275, 1. Lots of updating. I reckon you leave them on pre-order until someone orders one, and then you get them and have spares until they sell. That's generally what I don't always do that. I should probably do that. They're not on pre-order. They're just not there. That's actually a good point, Kim. 1 for 3 mil. 3.25 is 0. 3.5 is 2. 3.75 is 1. 4 is none. They're gone. 4.5 is 3. Fibrific name tags. That's right, Jacob. We need a badge that Gamer Widows is going to make for us. So that we want space for like Fiberifian and then their name so that they can write it in with a marker. 5. I was going to talk to you about it tomorrow, but you know, Kim's already mentioned it, so we just decided in this live chat that we want that. Oh, just fall over. That's fine. That's okay. Next. Oh, we got the big long one, 60-inch. Chantal needs to talk to Emma about the shape and size. They'll be the same size as all the other Fibrific mini badges that we've got. I think, but I'll double check. I'll double check with Emma. We were messaging about that. And just so everybody who's jumping into the chat knows, because I am doing this work and I'm saving things on my computer, we do get just a dash of a lag every now and again as I save. So I do try to get a bit done before I have to hit that save button, but I also don't want to risk losing everything. I wonder if I could make a younger balaclava. Oh my gosh, Kim. I'm sure you could. I'm absolutely sure that you could. I don't doubt it for a second. Monica Bauer has just finished a MIT. Congratulations. That is awesome. That's a big thing, getting that done. Okay, I might just go like that a bit. Because I don't know about you guys, but it's starting to bug me. It's starting to get in my eyes now. Right, double checking I'm in the right thing. 60-inch stainless steel fixed circulars, because I'm talking. So I just need to double check I'm not messing stuff up. 2 mil, there's 2. 2.25. 2. 2.5. 1, 2, 3. We need an automated system for this. 2.75 is 1. 3 mil, 1 is 1. 3.25 is 1. 3.5 is none. Zip. 375. 3. 4 mil. 3. 4.5 is none. 5 is 1. 5.5. 1 and 2, but they come apart. And then a 6.5. No, 6. Oh, hang on a second. 6.5 is 2. But for some reason, where's the 6? 6 is after it. That's weird. Let's move that. 6 is 1. And then what have we got after that? 7. There's none. Save changes. Sorry, fixing that up. I'm going to the next screen to double check. I never managed to be productive during these chats, except for that time that Chantal timed me out with. You needed that time out. I wish I lived closer so I could help you. I appreciate the offer, Donna. I really do. Yeah, you need a scanner gun thing. Beep, beep, beep. I do. We need to have it all set up in the system so that we have like our little screens that we tap on to remove the stock as people buy it. Wouldn't that be novel? I think it's a bit beyond us just for now, but I don't think forever, if that makes sense. Just double checking that they're all empty. They are. Update. All right, I'm just going to move these 3 out of the way, just because I've got nowhere to put the next box once it's done. Mystery Lace Club that I've spent tripped over. The Mystery Lace Club yarn nearly knocked me over. Evil. 1 minute left. Oh, but I've still got all this work to do. There's so much to do, you guys. I'm going to keep going. So, Kathleen has a question. Help, actually. I use hooks with a grip. Tried a circular that's metal thin and can't grip. Any ideas? Wood or no? Oh, I try bamboo, yeah, or wood for sure. I don't know if that would make a difference though. It really depends. Hang on a second. Jackie's trying to say something. I'm trying to tell you something. Where Jackie? I don't know what you're trying to tell anybody. I don't know if it's me or what. Stay till you're done. I won't be staying till I'm done. I'll run out of internet forever. Oh, man. But I will stay a bit longer, for sure. I'll get at least this next box done. But you guys have to be getting bored, right? The dog symphony has started. Someone must be walking down the street. 40 inch. Yeah, that Mystery Lace Club yarn tried to trip me over. It's possessed. The box totally tried to get me. It totally tried to get me. Alrighty, let's have a look at the variations in here. Let's get them all standing up so we can find them. Alrighty. 1.5. 1. There's no 2.75, it's gone. The 2 mil. 2. This seemed to be a popular size, or length, I should say. 2.25. 2.5, 1, 275, 1, 3, 2, 3.25. It's free. Okay, I have a horrible feeling. Am I in the right thing? All right. Well, let's try again, because this said 40 inches, but the rest of these are 47. So that's why it seemed weird. So let's get out the real 40 inches box. We've already done it. No, we have. Yes, have we? We have. But that one must have been in the wrong place. So let's back out of that without saving it. Jesus. That would be very bad. All right, let's try again. Everybody, we'll try again with the right one. 47 inches. Breathing deep. Man. Never get bored on a Thursday. That's awesome, Andrea. Sally says, like I said before, it's catching up with a whole group of friends for coffee and chat. It is like that. MLC says, me next. Yeah, MLC is this afternoon. So I've got the yarn all twisted and skein. I've got the boxes are behind me to fold up. I have bagged up the sweetie treats. I've got the labels ready to be tied on. What else have I done? There was something else. Oh, I've typed up the letter. I've still got to print it because it's typed up inside, and the inside printer is yucky. So we don't want to print there. Kim says, what length? It might be out of order from me rifling through if it's the 80s. No, it's not the 80s. I think it's just messy because we rifle through everything, which is one of the reasons why I do a full stock take after these shows, is because they end up all over the shop. People decide they don't want something and just throw it in whichever box. They don't bother. Monica is off. Bye, Monica. I hope you've had a fantastic time. It's been good to see you again. It's been ages. If you need ergonomic needles, maybe try the triangle shaped ones that Knit Picks and I'm going to say Prim. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Have fun at your meeting, Jackie. Kim says that Knitters Pro does square cubics. Have you printed patterns? I have not. Yeah, there were so many people rifling. That's the thing. And that's why we take it there, is for people to rifle through. It's just now it's my job to put it back and, you know, do the right thing. So let's look at actually what we really have here. That's correct. This is also correct. 2.5 is 1. 275 is 1. 3 is 2. 325. 2, 3. 3.5 is 1. 3. 375 is 1. 4 is 2. 4.5 is also 2. 5 is 2. And 5.5 is 1. Update. Good. Done. Correct. It is correct. Freaky's hearing voices, you guys. Kathleen says, I picked up really cheap old circulars at the thrift store, hard cords, but didn't want to spend a bunch until I learn. Kathleen, it's one of those things, sometimes you might be better off buying a slightly better grade tool, because then you're not fighting with the tool while you're trying to learn. You actually got a decent tool. It's a thing that I talk about in one of my videos for beginner crafters, because when you are learning a new skill, especially if you're a crocheter moving to knitting, it's very different to hold everything. And if you're using I'm not saying that these are a lesser grade. I understand that they're just old, so they might still be good, but in particular, like people who just buy the cheap stuff, like the really cheap stuff from the $2 stores, sometimes the joins aren't good on the circulars, or the cables twist up and go horrible. So you spend that time learning, also fighting with the tool, and so it might put a negative thing in your brain about how knitting is horrible because of this, when actually these knitting needles are horrible rather than knitting as a whole. But anyway, that's my 2 cents worth on that particular thing. I honestly think buy yourself a decent set. Don't go crazy. Don't buy the most expensive ones out there. Just buy something that is sort of middle of the road, so you've at least got an idea of where you're kind of going. Yeah, that would be my advice there. I've got my beautiful hair on today. I've just realised I left my ponytail up. I didn't take my hair out. Sorry. Where are we? Everyone's picking on Freaky for hearing voice. Kim says buy all the sets. Kim, you are an enigma. You are an enigma. Where are we? 1.5. It's 1. We're nearly through all the stainless steel, you guys. I mean, not interchangeables, but all the fixed circulars. We've only got 2 sizes left to go. 1, 2, 3. 2 is 1. Oh. 2.25. 1, 2, 3. 2.5 is 2. Your little rubber bands come off. Oh no. It looked like a thumbs up to me, Freaky, until you said it. Now it doesn't look like a thumbs up anymore. I hope Monica thought it was a thumbs up. 275. Terrible. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 5. It's 1. 3.5. 375. 4. That doesn't have a sticker on it. I've got 4. Somehow I've got more of those than I thought I had. So that's something. 24 inch. 375. Okay. 4 mil. 1, 2, 3. 4.5. 1, 2. 5 is 3. 5.5. Okay, 5.5. It's gone. 6.